Hi friends, I'm Eliza Mendoza, a local real estate agent here in Twin Falls. And if you're researching everything about Twin Falls, when it comes to housing, cost of living, schools, weather, today I'm going to break down everything you need to know about our area and answer the questions you may have about moving here. Let's jump into the first thing, the housing market. Here in Twin Falls, the median home price is $374,900. And you're gonna have the most options when looking in Twin Falls because it's the largest city here. But if we look into the surrounding areas, that median home price in Kimberly is $419,999. Slightly higher and fewer options, but a really great small community. If you go across the bridge to Jerome, you're gonna find that the median home price there is $349,500. And if you wanna get a little bit more into the country with beautiful views and a nice winery, you could go to Buell, where the median home price there is $297,950. Now, the differences between subdivisions and acreages. Here in Twin Falls, we have a lot of great subdivisions, but if you're looking for land, we have subdivisions that are 1 acre to 2 acre plus parcels. They're still a nice community, but if you really want that rural feel, you can find undeveloped land and develop it and have a nice property with a home. There are also pre-existing homes that are already set up that way that we can help you find. New construction is also a huge thing in our market now. With so much growth in Twin Falls, we have some of the best custom home builders here that can build you something truly custom. So if your timeline is at least 6 months out, you might have the option to build something new if that's something that interests you. I have videos breaking down the entire new construction process, so if that's something that intrigues you, make sure to check out those videos. All right, let's get into the cost of living in Twin Falls. Twin Falls cost of living is about 10 to 16% lower than Boise, our neighboring community. So if you're looking for an affordable place to live, Twin Falls might be that option. Let's break down the utilities. Here in Twin Falls, it's very affordable. A fun fact, we have some of the least expensive electricity here in the nation, and it's because we have the Snake River and a lot of dams that we power a lot of electricity. So if you have a fully electric home, it's not gonna cost you as much as it would elsewhere. Now, we also have other options like natural gas, which gas furnaces are very common here to heat during the winter, and that's also affordable. According to a statistic, it says the average monthly cost for utilities here in Idaho is approximately $297 a month. Now let's talk about taxes. Here in Idaho, when you own a primary residence, you get what's called a homeowner's exemption, which is something you can file for. Now, what they're gonna do is they're gonna get the assessed value of your home, and they're gonna take off up to $125,000 of your assessed value, and then they'll tax you on the rest. So you get a really great tax break for owning a home here in Idaho, and Idaho is a non-disclosure state. Let me say that again. Idaho is a non-disclosure state, meaning when you purchase your home, you do not have to tell anyone what you paid for it. And especially don't tell those county assessors. What they're gonna do is they're gonna try to get that information by asking you what you paid for your home. And it's just an attempt to see where values are at in case they need to adjust your assessed value. So typically we wanna keep that information to ourselves so we don't see a rise in taxes. In the last 2 years, we've actually seen the assessed values decline a bit, which has been great. But do not tell anyone what you pay for your home. You can keep that information private. Now let's get into the lifestyle and amenities Twin Falls has. Whether you're base jumping off of the Prime Bridge, kayaking down the Snake River, golfing at the golf courses, hiking Box Canyon, or just enjoying the outdoors, there are so many options here in Twin Falls. If you like the outdoors, every season you're gonna have a fun activity to look forward to. In Twin Falls, we're small but mighty. We don't have the most selections when it comes to food and restaurants, but the selections we have are truly outstanding. I've traveled all over and I've yet to find a better restaurant than our local Turf Club. It is truly an experience there, whether you want to do fine dining, their speakeasy, or a fun rooftop experience. They have some of the best food I've ever tried. We have smaller restaurants. We don't have a lot of chain restaurants here, but if you like local quality food, you're gonna find that whether you go to the Turf Club, Elevation 486, Red Hawk, The Anchor, Milner's, or even Kodo's. There's so many great options here, and the restaurants feel like family. Now, we have soda shops here, but not as many as Utah. We do have a lot of great coffee shops. If you love a downtown walk and a nice coffee, you're gonna have to check out Westwood and Twin Beans. Those are my favorite ones here in Twin Falls. Whether you're looking at Prime Press for local merch, or Brass Monkey, or different retail shops, we have some really cute boutiques you can shop here in Twin Falls. But if you're wanting to do a nicer shopping trip, you might want to take up a drive to Boise and do that there. Now let's get into Twin Falls community and culture. Like I said, we're small but mighty. Twin Falls has such an amazing community. We do lots of events downtown, whether it is the Wednesday night live music during the summer, or Oktoberfest, or Latino Fest, or Western Day parades, or St. Patrick's Day parade. There's so many things always going on. And as you get integrated in our community, you get to know a lot of familiar faces, and it truly feels like a family. One of the events that my daughter looks forward to every single year and has to get a specific outfit and a pair of shoes for is the Twin Falls County Fair. Everyone loves it, and growing up here in Idaho, it is just a core memory to go to our Twin Falls County Fair. You have great entertainment, great food, great rides, and it's just a great time to get together again and see everyone. And if you're looking for a good church to join, I'm part of a non-denominational church, and some of my favorite ones here in our area are the Believers Church, Lighthouse, and the Reformed Church. But based on your religion, we have a lot of great churches here, and there's something for everyone. Now, when it comes to sports, we don't have really any extravagant, cool teams. You have to go a little further to watch those. But for our small town teams, you're gonna have so much fun. Friday night football games at the high schools, baseball games, and our local community events. If you want to play on rec teams, we have lots of options for that. We don't have many professional teams. I think the highest it gets here is about CSI, which those games are so fun to go watch as well. But if you're looking for something a little bit more exciting and thrilling, you can go up to Boise to go see a BSU football game, or go up to Salt Lake and watch the Jazz play. We have lots of options in our area. And if you're looking to give back your time, we have great volunteer programs here that you can get integrated into the community immediately. And if you're looking for a list of where you can find those, reach out to me and I can get you some options available. Now let's talk about our climate and our weather. Twin Falls gets 4 true seasons, sometimes in one day. But overall, we follow that same schedule. We have a spring, summer, fall, and winter. Here in Twin, we do have higher winds, so that's something to take note into. If you don't like the winds, you're probably not gonna like it here. It's something you get used to after a while and you don't even notice it. But in the spring, we kind of have a windy season where you see winds pick up, and you're gonna wanna make sure you strap down your furniture and your trampoline to make sure your trampoline doesn't end up in a farmer's field or your neighbor's backyard. If you've never dealt with the snow, that's something you're gonna have to deal with here in Idaho. Our winters have been kind of mild, but they can get pretty aggressive some years. The worst year I remember is 2017, and I haven't seen anything like that since. But if you're anxious or timid to drive in the snow, in the city they will plow the roads, and I do recommend having some type of 4-wheel drive during the winter months. Relocating isn't just about finding a home, it's finding a community that you love. If you're thinking about relocating to Twin Falls, feel free to reach out to me to get my free relocation guide. And if you have specific questions about our area, please let me know. I'd be honored to help you with your relocation, answer all the questions you have, and see if Twin Falls is a good fit for you. All my information is below, and we'll see you at the next video. Bye.